Good morning, class 12th. We were doing planning chapter, which is the first function of management. Today our subtopic is planning process. This question is very important. So we will do different steps in the planning process. First step in the planning process is setting objectives. This is very important that you should set clear objectives for your organization. To set objectives, you should be very well aware of the opportunities which are available around you. For example, you come to know that there is a need of particular product. You are already making that product, but you want to increase the sale of that product by 20%. So you have to set the objective so that your objective you can all other planning can be done to achieve that objectives. And it is very important that all the departments and all the workers, all the employees, all the units of the organization should be well aware of the objectives of the organization. So number one is setting up the objectives. Number two is developing premises. Developing premises means that, see, future is uncertain and we are planning for the uncertain future. So it is very important to make some assumptions. If you are not assuming, then you will not be able to plan. For example, you are planning to achieve 85%, 90% marks in your final exams, and you are not sure what is the curriculum, and you are not sure what will happen in the changes in the syllabus or your unit tests or your assessments, your when are your final exams, means you are not sure. You are thinking that everything will change. Then how you are going to plan for your study and how you're going to achieve the target? No, you cannot do that. So developing premises means that you have to assume some things like you have to assume all the dimensions of the business environment, all the information which you have, it will be stable for the planning process. So developing premises will provide a base to the planning. Without the base, you cannot build the planning. So base material may be in the form of forecasting, existing plans, or any past information about the policies. Means you are fixing something that this will be in this way only. Fixing means you are understanding the legal environment will be this only, technology will be this only, and the our political environment, our this legal environment, all dimensions will be stable. So you have to assume this thing. So after in assuming, next step is you have to identify the various alternative course of action. For example, you want to increase 20% sales. This is your objective. So different alternative may be adding more lines of product. Then you can also add different marketing strategies to promote the sales, or you have another option, you can appoint more salesmen so that the sales can be promoted. So you have different alternatives available. You will search, you will make a list of all the alternatives which are available in the market. After listing various alternatives, next step is you have to evaluate different alternatives. You will see all the pros and cons of various alternatives available. You will see the visibility of various alternatives. See, you are saying that you can add more lines of the product, then you can appoint more salesmen. These are the various alternatives available. Now you can see that if you are adding more lines of product, then you have to buy new technology, new machinery, you have to appoint employees. So there is a lot of cost which is involved. Second option is you can use marketing strategies. So when you are using different marketing strategies, what are the pros and cons? If you are appointing more salesmen, then what are the benefits and demerits of such type of option? So you have to evaluate and you have to see your feasibility and consequences of all the alternatives. After that, number fifth is you will select the best alternative, and sometimes instead of selecting one alternative, a combination of different alternatives can also be selected. So this is completely our choice, but we think that is best, we will opt for that. Number six is implementing the plan. So when we have planned everything, so whatever is required, we will implement that plan. For example, if there is a plan to increase production, We know that our sales, we want our sales to be increased by 20%, and obviously we have to increase production also. So if we thought that we have to increase production, then more labor, more machinery, whatever is required, we should implement that plan. Number 6 is very important point, follow up action. Without this follow up action, your planning will fail. So it is very important, whatever you have implemented, you have to monitor it regularly. You have to check it regularly that whatever we have implemented, what we have planned, we have implemented it or not. And when we have implemented, whether it is giving a positive result or not. So you have to see this. Students, your homework is to make flowchart of planning process in your notebook. You need not to explain it. You can read from this content, but you make a flowchart so that you can learn the steps. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.